guys.
Good morning.
Well, it's kind of getting to be afternoon here, but we just wanted to go and share with you a little bit. It is a balmy, low 30s something degrees. We might hit 40 here in Bama today.
Hope so.
I hope so too, because it is like breezy and cold. So we're going to hurry up and just do a few things. Ricky says good morning. Oh, Lottie.
Good afternoon.
Something. He just likes to holler. Anyways, we're pretty excited. My love for hydrangeas is getting fed today. Huh. So my mom and dad have this neighbor, Miss Pam, and she's just a sweetheart. And she had 5 hydrangeas that she was wanting to get out of the way. I'm thinking that they're limelights. And
I don't think so.
Aren't they limelights?
This one kind of looks like it, but I don't think it is. Two of them for sure are some kind of a lace cap.
Okay. So anyways, I'm excited. I get more hydrangeas here. So what I'm going to do is, we were talking about it, and I'm going to put one of the big ones right here by the steps of the kitty condo. We're going to put that in the ground. And then we've got a little, kind of like a secret garden almost, isn't it?
It's a secret because nobody knows that it's a garden.
Right. It needs a lot of love, and we'll show you that here in just a minute. But first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this hydrangea in the ground. It's the bigger one of the 5. So give us just a second and we'll get that in the ground. All right, so Rob is getting the hole dug for us. And right now it's like muddy because we have had so much rain here this past week. We had actually between 3 and 4 inches of rain here last week. It's just been crazy muddy. And water's just running off of our hill, literally. Huh. All right.
So for a hydrangea, they don't have a like a deep taproot, but let me see if I can just kind of, well, maybe you can show.
Yep, let me show them.
They've got a wide, where the roots kind of reach out. See how the roots go out wide? So I kind of dug a wide hole and stick that down in there. That's probably about the right depth. But some of these roots here, I'm going to maybe tuck a few of them down inside the hole. But for the most part, I'm just going to kind of cover them up with soil so that they don't die off. Well, maybe I'm not putting them in there. But I'd have to dig a 5-foot wide hole to
get them all in there.
So let me start kind of
covering them a little.
Yeah, cover them up a little bit. These roots that are sticking up here, those will just die off, and that's okay. They call that air pruning, so that's fine. But there's plenty of roots down under there, and we'll prune off a lot of this top growth so that the roots don't have to support that whole entire mass of growth. So this is going to be a good transplant.
And then, as you can see over here, whoops, there we go. Over here, I've got some daffodils planted all along there, along the steps, going up to the kitty condo. And so that's pretty cool that this will just look beautiful all together.
So we're just going to trim this way back, basically make a small ball.
And then this spring it'll come back again.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do this at Miss Pam's and make a mess on her driveway and flower bed. And then what you're cutting off can either be cuttings.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you knew the variety and if knew that it wasn't patented,
yeah,
you could take these cuttings and do all these branches and cut them up into cuttings. And what you would do for that is what you would take and cut below a node. That's a node right there. Can you see that?
Yep.
Cut about a 1/4 inch below that at a 47-degree angle, and then go up to the next node and cut underneath that next node there. But then here, that is a hydrangea cutting right there. You stick that right in down in your propagation frame, and that would grow a whole new plant right there, an exact clone of whatever variety this is, which we don't know. So.
But it is pretty. We've seen it blooming in action. So
this one actually looks similar to a limelight, but we'll maybe see better this summer when it blooms. It's hard to tell with these old dead flowers.
Lolly. And then, believe it or not, this is going to come back bigger than what it was that we started cutting back. It looks sad right now, but it'll be all good.
So
and
now,
you guys,
now that I can get to it a little bit better, I can take and rake some of this dirt in a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back in with some not topsoil, but some
Compost?
compost. No,
Mulch?
mulch. Some mulch on top of this. Compost would be a good idea too. So yeah, there we go.
All right, so we went ahead and we mulched around it, and so she is all set for this rest of this winter. And in the summertime, we'll go ahead and we'll get a little bit more mulch and put some more compost under there too. And so she's all put to bed. Moving on to our next. So this is the other place that we're going to be putting this. This is one area that I would really like to work on some this summer.
Yeah, it's nice over here.
It's a really cool little area. So anyways, this is kind of like a little forgotten part that we haven't even worked on since we bought the property. And it was a little flower garden over here, you can tell, because there's like a couple of little azaleas that come up over here, I think.
Broken roses.
Yeah, there's a couple roses over here. So
Lots of weeds.
Lots of weeds. Hopefully we'll get that taken care of this year. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the other 4 hydrangeas here at the 4 corners. So it'll kind of mark out and put a little hedge for this, and it's really great because your hydrangeas don't like being in full sun. They like that model sun, where it's like sun and shade. They like that combination, and so this is where we think would be a great place for these, and I'm excited to see them blooming here this summer. It's going to be pretty.
I don't think they like the molten sun.
Molten sun? I don't know. I knew it was started with an M. So here's our first one going in, and you guys can kind of see there's a stone right there, kind of putting it over to the side of the stone, so maybe we could use that as like a little entry area. I'd love to do like a little archway going into here. I think that would be really pretty. And I haven't talked to Rob about this, but I really think that having a cattle panel fence around here would be kind of neat too. What do you think?
Fence?
Like a little cattle panel fence to make it like a little exclusive garden to go into?
For when we get our cattle, we can put them in there.
There we go.
Nice.
Get our cattle and we'll put them in there, you said. That's funny. I love what Jeremiah said on Roots and Refuge the other day. You've got your chicken math, and then you've got your calculus. So, see, farm math is different than normal math, I guess. What do you do if there's a big one?
Hand the shovel to your wife. Yeah, looks good to me.
That's kind of what was on our agenda for today.
Actually, it wasn't even on the agenda. We still have to do all of the stuff that is on the agenda.
We've got some other stuff that we'll be doing. We'll take you along with us. We've got something that Finally Home in Bama here is going to start. We're going to take part in the challenge, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that in our next video. And let's see here, what else are we doing?
Well, we got to go to Lowe's, Walmart, and then come back and start
The rest of the day.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're glad that you hung out with us for a little bit today and getting the hydrangeas in the ground. I'm excited to see them blooming here on the homestead here before too long.
It won't be long, they'll start peeking out. I got hydrangeas that are in the greenhouse that are just flourishing really good. They were cuttings last year, so
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I love hydrangeas. So anyways, all right, well, you guys have a wonderful day. Get out there, get your hands dirty. We kind of did.
Get the thumbs brown.
I did good. So all right, you guys have a blessed day, and we'll
We'll catch you on the south side. God bless.
Bye, guys.